Unprepared. I am Megan, and as always, I am unprepared, except also, as always, I am prepared to play a fun game. And this is going to be great. I'm super excited. I am joined again by my good friend Jason, who has been on this show a good handful of times now. Thank you for continuing to come
Hello.
back and play games with me. Tonight, we are playing One Last Chance, which is by the wonderful Ethan, aka Super Robot Bear, maker of One Last Fight, which we played last month. So we've got a little something new for you this month. This is Ethan's newest game, and it is about two rivals in their final. So we're very excited to be playing it. So we'll start with introductions. Jason, if you want to just tell everyone who you are and where we can find you and what your favorite GM-less game is.
I've answered that one before here.
Answer it again. All right, fine. What is the most like what's your newest GM-less game, or like your newest, like a new GM-less game that you played and really enjoyed? We'll do that.
Okay, that's gonna be easy. So hi, I'm Jason, and you can find me on Twitter at JaceLevine, where I mostly talk about TTRPG stuff. Um, and yeah, my favorite recent newly played GM-less game.
I know you're about to steal my answer.
Well, it's gonna be a toss-up between this one that we're playing tonight, One Last Chance, or the other uh sort of sister game to this one, One Last Fight. I just really like how they play and don't really require any prep in advance, really.
Oh, you didn't take mine. Yay. I do also love these games. These games are great. I'm Megan. This is my show. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me screaming about things on the internet at MeganLynFTW. And my newish favorite GM-less game is Alice is Missing, which I am dying to play again. Just universe, if you are listening. That game is just so brilliant, and I want to play it again very, very badly. That's where I'm at with that. I spent a lot of time thinking about the games of Alice is Missing that I've played, because it's a very impactful game, which
That is
I
a very
like.
good game.
I just love it so much. It's so good. Such a good game. Oh, Spencer Stark knows what he's doing, is what it comes down to. So yeah, we are gonna play One Last Chance, which we play tested, didn't we?
We did.
We did. And just like our play test, we're gonna be playing superheroes.
Yeah, we have a
Because
theme.
if you know Jason or I, you will understand that we just always are thinking about superheroes. We always want to play games about superheroes. You know, we're here for superheroes. And when we were like, hey, we're going to play this game together, what do we want to do? And immediately I was like, all right, well, what if we played superheroes? And here we are. Yes, welcome, James. We are talking about superheroes, as is tradition on any time I am currently broadcasting from the internet. I am always talking about superheroes. So it is Unprepared. So we did very little prep ahead of time for this. Really, all we did was come up with our characters. But and by came up with our characters, we just basically came up with their names and their superpowers, because the cool thing about One Last Chance is we're actually going to draw cards to determine a lot of their character traits, which is cool. So this game is really zero prep whatsoever, because you don't even need to think about what kind of character they are. You can get your character traits and everything right from the deck. So we are going to do that. That is how we are going to start. Let me quickly go over to our Roll20. Our Roll20 is amazing. Ethan designs incredible games, and he also designs incredible Roll20s. So I cannot recommend picking this up on Roll20 enough. I will link it probably during outros. I'll post a link to the Roll20 Marketplace version of this so that you can play it as well. All right. So we have already set up our rivalry deck, which is what we're going to be playing from. This is a deck-based game. So we'll be drawing cards and resolving them one at a time throughout the course of the game. But first, we are going to determine some things about our characters. So we start with, let me take a look. So we are going to draw, Jason, if you want to do this while I read so I don't have to do a million things. We're going to flip over 3 cards from the Strife deck face up. We will choose one together and discard the rest of them. First.
I'm throwing some on the board now.
Okay.
All right, we have 3 Strife cards.
Okay. So this card will determine basically what the central conflict between our characters are. So we've got one of you stole from the other, you inspire each other to greatness, and you covet the artifact. Huh. Thoughts?
I really kind of like the you inspire each other to greatness one.
I was thinking that too. So although we always play superheroes, the obvious choice of being a hero and a villain is not what we have come up with. We are both heroes, but we go about things very differently. So we both want to do good. However, one of us is a little more willing to do whatever it takes than the other. So, but I like inspire each other to greatness because, yeah, we are both heroes, but we just want to be like the best do-gooder.
Yeah, we just have different opinions on how things should be done.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to delete these 2. So let's see. But only one may win. Why must it be? Ugh, I did not want to move that card. Ugh.
So yeah, we have to answer that question.
Yeah. Only why must it be you?
I mean, I think an important part of that is we differ so much in what we see as victory.
Mm-hmm.
And so
yeah.
I have to win because the fate of the world is on the line, and there can be no half measures saving the world.
All right, I need to make my little, yeah. And I have to win because I don't trust that you will put the lives of the people of this city, like that they won't be a priority in your quest to stop this villain that we are both fighting. I don't trust that you care enough about the citizens of the city as much as you care about like the big picture, stopping the villain by any means necessary. So yeah.
And so the second part to that card is, if you're seeking glory, you take steel, freedom, you take fire, a challenge, take wits, or else take heart.
Huh.
I think for my character, it's either a challenge or heart.
I think mine is heart. So I'm going to take heart.
I'm going to take wits.
Okay. Oops. All right. So that'll go away. And now
we will draw cards.
Yes, we will draw 5 trait cards face up. We will each pick one and then discard the rest.
You want me to pull those?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, these are interesting. Huh. So we each
Ooh.
have to pick one of these to represent our characters.
Ooh. I know which one I'm drawn to, but I'm afraid that it's also the one you might be drawn to.
Well, we'll see. I have two that I'm looking at.
Yeah, I also have two.
So I'm considering either scholar or noble.
All right, and I was considering scholar or underdog.
So I'll take noble.
Okay. I know normally for me, like I saw noble and was like in the part of my brain that always wants to play like a princess, like just went brr, and I'm like,
Yeah,
this isn't that kind of game.
that is a very common theme.
Yeah. Listen, I know what I like. I think I'm gonna take underdog.
I think that fits for you.
Yeah.
So for my character, the weight of entire countries rests upon my shoulders. You cannot afford to be brash. When testing grace versus fire or fire versus grace, you ignore affinity. If you ever test fire, you lose grace and take 2 bonus. Interesting.
Ooh. And for me, no one expects you to win, but that is precisely why you have to. Every time you fail, take bonus.
That's really cool.
I'm very excited about that.
All right, now we draw some more strife cards. Forget how many you
Yes.
do in the second pass.
All right.
Is it 2?
Strife cards. Yep, just 2. Yep, 2 strife cards.
Oh, I know which one I
Ooh.
like here.
I know which one I like too. Obviously, it's
Oathbreaker.
Broken Oath.
Yep.
Get out of here. One of
So
you.
which one of us broke an oath? I feel like your character might take oaths very seriously. My
Yeah, that's what I
character
was
might break
thinking.
them if they didn't suit.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's also what I was thinking as well. I'm like, yeah, I feel like
So I guess why did they break it? So what's the oath here? Is it like not to kill anyone or because
hmm.
my character would certainly break that one if they had to.
Well, yeah. Hmm.
Like what's an oath that
Maybe.
would be important to your
Yeah, like
character?
that. Yeah, like definitely. Yeah, like I think it's just like, yeah, like prioritizing like people, like keeping people safe over everything else.
Okay,
So
so
I think, yeah,
as far
maybe
as why I broke it, I mean,
the
there
greater
were
good.
there were some stakes that were too high, yeah, for the greater good. People
This is
had
some
to get
trolley
hurt.
problem shit.
Yep. And when it comes down to that, if the needs of the few or the needs of the many outweigh the needs
Away
of the
the needs
few,
of the few. Yep.
so I broke that oath of yours. And why must you seek me out because of it?
This has very big like I can fix you energy.
I mean, I feel like that works for what we're going for here.
like I think, yeah, because my hero is very much the like every life is important, like we have to do what we can to like protect everybody, like some costs are too high. And I feel like this is a big like I can fix you, where it's like I just need to show you how important it is
Not to kill
to give
people.
a shit about people. Like it's not like you sometimes have to think smaller than the big picture.
I like it. So as the Oathbreaker, I take Steel and Heart and lose Grace.
And I take Steel and Grace and lose heart, but it's okay because I had gained a heart before, so now I'm just like no net 0 on heart, so I get a Steel and a Grace. And they may not take a pact if it would put their oath in jeopardy. Ooh.
That's
All
interesting.
right. So yeah, so I can't enter into a pact if it means that people may come to harm.
Yep.
Which
Which feels
is,
right.
I mean, yeah, that's something that I would have done anywho. So
Only exception is the last card.
yes, all bets are off. Okay.
Now
So
we
that goes
draw
away.
some more trait
Yeah. So
cards.
now we draw 3 trait cards. And
That's
we
a
each
good
get to
one.
pick 2. Ooh, that is a good one. Oh, that's a good
Oh
one
no.
too.
These are both very good for your character, at least.
Yeah, right?
Ooh.
Um Oh,
I know,
I'm taking
and I'm
Valorous.
taking storyteller, no doubt. So storyteller says the best know which parts to leave out, and I basically get to replace. I can spend counters to replace a card on the current card in the rivalry deck with another of the same type, which I
Ooh,
think when you know more about my character fits very well.
that's really good. And mine is Valorous. You stand as a bulwark against those who would do harm, including yourself. When your rival would lose an attribute token, you may attempt to prevent it. Your rival may choose to accept your help. If they do, then the token isn't lost and you may take steal. So if
Ooh,
I can
that is.
convince you to let me help you, we both win.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Okay. So now, of
So I
course, I
need to
lost
throw
my
3 counters on
instruction.
that card too.
Yes. So now I can hide those decks. Let me go to that page. Yep. Okay. So we will get, so hide, hide. So we just have props. Cool. All right. So uh, our characters, so we are, as established, playing superheroes. I am playing, my superhero name is Lux, and my civilian name is Sophie Santoso, and I am a light based superhero. So she can like bend light and use light like as a weapon. Um, and she also has a set of wings that are made of pure light that she uses to fly. And she is like your very Superman-y, Captain America-y hero, just very, if you've played Masks, she's very high savior. um, just here to be a hero, here to help everybody she can, to do good, to fight evil, you know, superhero. Um, Jason, who are you playing?
I am playing Echo, whose civilian name is Noah Gray. Um, he is a time-based hero. Uh, his powers are he can manipulate time. He can reverse it in small segments to rewind things. He can skip briefly through time, so he can sort of blink around. He has some limited precognition to see like moments into the future. Um, he is more like the Doctor Strange type of superhero. He is very knowledgeable, and he knows the dangers on a big sense to the world, and he is committed to preventing those. Um, but he doesn't place as much significance on everyday people who are much. He's a big picture kind of superhero.
Does not care for the little, doesn't care about the little person,
It's not that he doesn't
the little
care.
ones, little guys.
Just he's got bigger things to worry about.
I mean, when you can see just the vastness of the universe,
Exactly.
then what does one person matter? Every person matters.
Hmm, we'll see.
No, we won't see. That's just how it works. You don't get to decide. All right, let me just quickly do some housekeeping down here with my cards. Who goes first? Does it matter?
I think we just pick because there is a like when we flip over the next card, you'll see there's a thing for
Oh, that's right.
for who
All
goes.
right.
So one of us just draws the rivalry card at the
All
top.
right. Well, all right. I'll flip it. You ask your rival the stakes. You stand before your rival and remember your past conflicts. What does it mean to be triumphant over your rival? What does failure look like for you? You both answer these prompts and write the results down. Then roll a die. 4 plus and you draw the next card, else your rival does. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, so what does it mean to be so the other thing that we established pre-game, um, because it's not fun viewing to watch us stumble over ideas live, is we are both trying to stop a supervillain who is in our city. Um, their name is Mulligan.
Very proud of that.
Yeah, you should be. Their name is Mulligan, and they are a kingpin-esque crime boss type who has somehow discovered means to travel back in time and has been more or less like selling little joy rides back in time,
Little
as a
do-overs.
chance. Yeah, little do-overs. He's selling do-overs to anyone who can afford to like go back in time and fix something that they have messed up. And I mean, sometimes it's for good, but he doesn't really care if it's good or not because he's making money. Um, so we are both attempting to stop this villain, um,
Just for different reasons.
just for different reasons. Yeah. So for me, being the one who gets to take Mulligan down means that the city is safer because this technology is untested and could go wrong and could hurt people, and somebody could go back in time and do something really bad, that could have a negative effect on the present. So I just want Mulligan behind bars and this technology, inaccessible to people. So
And what
yes.
does failure look like to you?
God. Failure to me, like,
People get hurt, I imagine.
yeah, like people get hurt, and also not beating you means that I means that there's the potential that people are getting hurt in the process. Like if I win, I know that Mulligan has been stopped, but also nobody was hurt in the process. Like there wasn't collateral damage. Whereas defeat means that there's the potential that there are people who got injured or killed or any other means of bad stuff in the process of stopping him. So even if he is stopped, it's kind of a hollow victory for me if it's not me who does it.
Okay. And for me, what does it mean to be triumphant over your rival? Um, it means that I protect the proper flow of time. Um, I know that Lux doesn't, that's not what's important to Lux. I feel like we've had this argument more than once. Um, so I'm afraid that if Lux were to win, you might protect some people here and now, but you're not going to save the damage that's already been done to the time stream. Um, and failure for me looks like a irreparable mess in the proper flow of time and in people's uh, fate and destiny, because these wealthy influential people have been buying all these do-overs and messing with things and probably only making themselves more wealthy and more powerful, and that's not good for anything.
Yeah. No. It's bad news. So now we both roll a die.
Do we both? I think you roll a die.
Oh, I do?
Yep,
Then
because
roll
you
a
drew
die.
the
Oh, and you
first
do.
card. If you
All
get a
right.
4+, you draw the next card. Else I do.
Oh, and I got a 5, but
So
so
you
I
draw the
get to
next
go
card.
first. Oh God, I am on the wrong type of selection on the roll 20. So I'm just gonna put our discards directly above. So let's see. Here we go. You spied upon them. What secret did they hide? How did you plan to use that information?
You spied on me.
I mean, a little. If you keep it, take. All right. What does that symbol mean?
Which symbol?
The little. Oh, that just mean. Oh, that means victory, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. Bear with me real quick while I remember the option number equal to the matching tokens. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I'm playing the game right. Yeah, so let's see. Ooh, I think that I think I like got into your like legally distinct sanctum sanctorum to try and like figure out what you were planning so that I could just be like, all right, like how much collateral damage is included in this plan that he is planning. So I think that I kind of like snuck in and tried to just get a leg up, like try to make sure that whatever you were planning on doing or wherever you were planning on being and when, like to try to get there before you, to scoop it out from under you.
So the obvious question is, how did you know where my sanctum was? I feel like there's some history there. You still have the key.
Jason, is there history there?
I think there is. I think there is. That's how you knew him.
Yes. Oh, God, because I love it. I like, you can't. All right, so you can't have rivalry without romance, but what's the point?
Exactly.
And yeah, I think we've got. I think there's some X energy here, not like Cyclops and Rogue and Gambit X energy, but like
not mutant X energy.
Not mutant X energy, but like EX energy. This is a game about superheroes. It's a very important distinction to make. So yeah, I think that we were at one point a couple.
So you knew exactly how to get back. I
know exactly how to get there. I don't think this is something I've done before, because like there's like a level of like trust in just like common decency, but it's like I don't have a choice now. Like, you have forced my hand, and this is what we have to do. Nobody is actually getting hurt.
So you have to make a test.
I do.
See how well you do it.
So I get to roll 4. Or do I get to roll 5?
Well, you get to choose heart or wits.
Oh, heart. Use. Oh, you pick. Okay. Do I get 1 plus? Let me see. Equal to the number of matching tokens.
Yep. And then if you spend any bonus, you get extra.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh. I think that I am going to use bonus. I think I am. I'm just going to drag it down.
You really don't want to get caught.
I really don't want to get caught. This would be really awkward. So I'm gonna roll 3d6 and hope for the best. Oh no! I got caught so good.
You really did get
I
caught.
rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. But I do get that bonus back because as the underdog, every time I fail, I get bonus.
Nice.
Uh,
But yeah, you lose grace and
I am
wits.
caught. I lose grace and wits. Oh God. Now I
And I
have
think
barely
that
any wits. That seems right, actually.
Echo had set up some defenses since you were last there, that you didn't know about, and you kind of tripped those. And I was able to get back there very quickly because time shenanigans.
Because time.
Maybe I was already waiting for you when you got in
Oh
because
God.
I just skipped back to right before you broke in.
Asshole. That's very good.
So I'm just sitting there leaning against the wall, my arms crossed. Really?
It's like, it's just like, can you blame me? It's like,
Well, it was a good thought, but I defend my sanctum pretty well. I thought you knew that.
well, I. Ooh, sorry. I've done something. Apologies. Well, I'm doing what I must to keep our city safe.
So am I.
Are you though?
I am. I'm doing everything it takes to keep the city safe. And the world?
You do sometimes have to think about the little person, you know? It's not always, not everything is. You spend too much time looking at the big picture and you don't see what makes up the big picture. Because what's the point of saving the world if there's nobody left on the world once you've saved it?
If I don't stop Mulligan from what he's doing to the timeline, there won't be anything left of the world, including the little people on it.
Hmm.
Anyway, we can talk about this more, but not here. Let's go for a walk. And I think I escort you out of my sanctum.
Jerk. Jerk face jerk. Sorry, I have to quickly reset my captions. So bear with me real quick. Well, you have to flip the next card anyway, so
I
you
do.
go ahead and flip your card, and
I
I will
will.
get my captions sorted.
Do you want me to put this one in the discard pile or?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Oops. Wow. You thought them dead. What did you do in their absence? How did they survive? That got dark quickly.
Yeah.
And that's a versus card. If I succeed, you tracked whispers of their existence and prepared. If I fail, they found you first. Huh.
Well,
I thought you were dead because I had heard that Mulligan was going to use his technology to go back in time and stop you before you could stop him.
oh damn.
And I thought he succeeded. I thought he must have of course succeeded. He would have gone back early enough that you wouldn't have been prepared to face him. And I thought you were basically erased from the present. However, now we need to do a versus test.
Yeah.
I can roll, was that grace or wits versus you steel or fire?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Oh, let me look at the chart. I need to look at the chart.
Yeah, that's right. So do I.
So a very cool thing about one last chance is that these um attributes, I guess I will call them, um all work together and against each other. So certain certain affinities get bonuses against other ones, so it becomes a strategy game in addition to just a I'm gonna roll these dice and hope that I pass. So if I'm gonna roll steel, I
But you don't want to
is it
necessarily tell me yet what you're rolling.
yeah. I mean, all right, I'm rolling something that's a secret. Um, what do you got? I don't like that.
I've picked what I'm rolling.
Hmm. Then what I'm rolling. All right, I know what I'm rolling.
Okay. I guess we just say it.
Yeah,
It's probably just
yeah, I was like, you're gonna roll wits.
yeah, I am gonna roll
And I'm
wits.
gonna roll steel, so you get a +2 against me because I'm rolling steel.
So that means I roll 5 dice.
Yup. Um, and is it just I'm trying
So
to
you
think
roll
how
those dice, and if you want to spend any bonus, you can to roll extra.
yeah.
And then, so I got 2 6s, so you have to get 2 or more
Higher.
6s, basically. I mean, preferably more, but they're tie
Preferably
rules.
more. Yep, I'm gonna spend bonus because if I fail, I'll get it right back. Nope.
Nope. So I tracked whispers of your existence and prepared. So I thought at first that you were totally gone. But I investigated and
Oh.
determined that Mulligan had tried to attack you in the past, but failed. And present you now knew about it. So you decided to lay low.
Mm.
But I was able to find you, probably from like tracking weird time manipulations around you. So I take steel and fire,
And I use
and
all of my bonus.
oh no!
Is that
I mean,
before or after I get the bonus for
you did.
failing?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I think it would be. I think you would lose that too because
I know. Just, I'm trying.
well, at least you have a way to get bonus back.
Yeah, I just have to fail more. Just, man, this is already not going well for me.
But you are the underdog.
I am the underdog. Just wait. I'm gonna get you. All right.
You draw next.
Yep. Ooh, you were wounded. Well, cool.
Things are going well for you.
Things are going really well for me. Just like the scrappy underdog who just wants to like be a good hero. Things are going great. Everything's turning up Lux. What wound did you suffer? How did they cause it? Ooh. Um, I think this is like a trolley problem type thing. I think that it was like
Did you sacrifice yourself to save someone? The little
no,
guy.
because you hurt me.
Oh. I guess yeah,
No,
that's
I
true.
think this was like a Mulligan and I were in the same place and you like brought the room down or something like that. Like I think maybe not that extreme, but I think that was a like
That would make sense because I would do that to
Yeah,
try to defeat Mulligan.
yeah, of course. He's your arch nemesis. He's gonna mess up the timeline. Um, but yeah, I think that it was. Oh, yeah. So I think that Mulligan we got word that he was trying to set up um like a secondary location to be able to provide more do-overs, because more do-overs means more money. And
That's
you
how the saying
we
goes.
yeah. And we had tracked him to like this location, and he was in there like with some of his people, like his thugs, his lackeys, and you just wanted to bring the whole place down. I'm like, no, there are people in there, like you can't just do that. And you were like, no, we're bringing this place down. And I rushed in to try to like get people out while the building like crumbled. And I think I just got just like mildly crushed.
Light crushing.
Just a light crushing as a treat.
So,
But I think it was something like a broken bone or something.
well, you have to make a test,
I do have to make a test.
and depending on how that goes.
Oh god, that's true. I could get a dope scar. Always fun. All right, so I have two heart. I have no bonus because I lost them. So roll 20.
I mean, on the plus side, you have a bonus now.
Yeah, I got the bonus back. Cause you are marked for the rest of your life. Lose heart and grace. Oh my,
You're having a time.
I'm having a time. Well, now I'm like, so now my mind's racing because I'm like, I do love scars. So like, what has happened? How cool do I look now? Um,
What's your crushing scar?
what's my crushing? Well, I
Or
mean,
did like a piece of rubble hit you
yeah, it's like
somewhere? Like,
rebar. Ooh, I think that's what it is. I think I like fell back on um some rebar.
while you were trying to hold like the ceiling
Yeah.
up.
And you know, like that episode in Agent Carter where like she falls down on the rebar and it goes like right through her tummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. So I think I've got like this like gnarly scar like in my abdomen from like being run through with this piece of rebar.
But you did hold up the ceiling long enough
But
for
I
people to escape, and probably also
yes,
Mulligan to escape. But
I mean probably also Mulligan to escape, but you know, and now I lose heart and grace. I am a mess of a person right now.
see, this is why you should let me win.
No. All right, your turn.
You saw
Ooh.
the other at the gathering. What about your appearance was striking? Why were they being suspicious?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
What
suspicious.
is this gathering?
What is this gathering?
I mean, I want to make it something fancy because what about your appearance was striking?
Obviously, it's got to be fancy something.
Um, hmm. I think I think Mulligan. I mean, he's a crime boss, but
Mm-hmm.
as we established, he's sort of uh, like the kingpin. He's
Mm-hmm.
influential, powerful, and wealthy. Plus, being able to give people do-overs, he can ask for like favors from pretty much anyone. Um,
It's
and I
fine.
think he was throwing some sort of like, let's even make it a charity ball. So like to most people, he doesn't seem bad at all, even though he's a criminal supervillain. He does charity balls too.
Yeah.
Uh, so there was some sort of charity ball he was throwing to raise money for orphans or something. And,
Something specifically not crime related.
yes, something no one can be mad at. I mean, the
The
poor orphans.
Mulligan, the 5th annual Mulligan Charity Ball for Orphans.
Yes. And of course, we both went, or at least I went to gather information. Um, have to find out what's really going on. And I'm sure that's why you went too.
Hmm.
Um, what about my appearance was striking?
Or is it like I was invited because, let me ask you this question first. How well known are are you as a hero? Because I'm thinking that Lux is like someone who like people know who she is. They know that like Sophie is Lux and vice versa. So like, and she is like a hero in the city. So like she maybe got invited as like, oh, it's like a big draw because it's this like big charity event. So like we're gonna have like a superhero there.
So I think Noah or Echo, I think his civilian persona is well known. I mean, I have the noble trait, so
Mm,
I think he's someone who's like
like a
influential.
scientist or something.
Yeah, he's a scientist or a doctor or something like that.
He is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, but people don't know that Noah is Echo.
Okay.
So he was probably invited, or at least could get on the invite list because of who he is in the
Hmm.
civilian world.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, what about his appearance was striking. I mean, he's very sharply dressed, but I think the one thing that stands out most of all is he carries this extremely ornate pocket watch. Um,
Mm.
it's just like a piece of his whole ensemble, and it's like anachronistic and everything, but it works for him.
That
Um,
works.
and why were they being suspicious? So why were you being suspicious?
Why was I being suspicious? I'm not being suspicious.
It's a card says you were.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Um,
Is it because you were obviously like you were in your superhero persona? Because you were invited as a
yeah, I was
superhero.
invited. I think like I don't think I'm in like my superhero outfit. Um, I also have it in my mind that like this is one of those like because she's like a light themed superhero. Like I think like her hair changes color and like gets like all blonde and bright when she's like in her superhero
Magical girl
identity.
transformation.
Magical girl transformation. Obviously, hi, it's me. Um, so I think she's she's there like as Lux, but she's not like in her superhero suit, but she's in like, oh, my mind just gave me
How
like
sparkly are you?
gold. My mind just gave me like a gold sequined
Yeah.
dress.
Yep. I was thinking that,
Yeah,
or I think it might have been you who sent me this picture before, but like the dress that's like little pieces of mirror.
yeah, yep, because that was Imogene.
Yep.
But yeah, like I think it's just like real slinky, but just entirely gold sequins, like looking like a disco ball.
But were you being suspicious because even though you are dressed like that and stand out quite clearly, you were also trying to like find out information, but you couldn't
I
even be remotely sneaky about it.
no, or is it like was I like cozying up to Mulligan and like trying to just like be like, I don't know that you do crime. What a lovely event for orphans you're
Even though
running.
you were fighting with him not so long ago.
It's
But
fine.
I mean, if
It's
you
all
hadn't
about
held up that
appearances.
ceiling, he might not have escaped.
It's all about appearances.
Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty suspicious right there.
Yeah, that's pretty suspicious.
So now I have a question. If you spoke alone, take mercy. If you would dance, both take heart or fire, else take
Jason,
wits.
please. Jason, please
I mean,
do this for me.
yeah, I want to dance.
Do this for
I know we were saying that we should try to build up some mercy, but nah, I gotta dance.
I know. I just have to dance. I just don't tell me not to dance, Dad.
I think there's definitely a scene where you're like talking to Mulligan, and I just like the music plays, and I just kind of cut in and ask you
Mm,
to dance. both
And
as
it's
a
like,
way
what?
to dance, but also to get you away from Mulligan because you're super suspicious.
And there's just like this one where it's like, are are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
So we both take heart or fire.
Or fire. All right, I'm definitely taking heart.
I'm gonna
That
take heart as
feels
well.
that feels much more like me to have heart. Look at you have so many things. You have so many, and I have so few.
It could change.
But will it though? Let's see. We'll see. We'll see if they change. Oh damn.
Wow.
Why do these things keep happening to me?
Yeah. How did you get into prison? I'm really curious to know.
I am also curious.
So what crime were you charged with?
Hmm. I'm like trying to draw from my repository of comic book knowledge.
Were you
Like
like
what?
doing the right thing and got framed as
Yeah, that's like
breaking the
always like
rules?
villain frames hero is what I'm. Yeah, I'm like
A good like Captain America Winter Soldier
yeah,
type
like
thing, or Spider-Man like being seen as a menace by J.J.
J.J.
Jameson.
Jameson. Yeah.
Because are you the type that would like break the law if you had to help save someone? I feel like you might be. Like saving
Yeah, like
someone
as
is the
long as
ultimate
yeah,
importance.
that's what's important. So I think all right, this is what my brain just gave me. I think I was trying to break somebody out of prison. Like
Okay, I need to know who you were trying to break out of prison when you
that
got yourself thrown into prison.
I haven't figured out yet. Like I think it was somebody who like should not have been sent to prison and
A wrongfully charged person.
wrongfully charged like or somebody that Mulligan like wanted to get out of the way.
Ooh, like someone who was framed
Yeah.
by
Like
Mulligan.
yeah. So it's like I feel like I've got to help this person because they're like nobody else is going to because Mulligan's too powerful and people aren't going to be like, "Oh, well, you know what? Maybe Mulligan is wrong." It's like, no, nobody's going to say that.
Right. Also, if you can like jump back in time, you can frame someone real good.
Mhm. Exactly. This is like anti-minority report. Going to go back in time and frame a bunch of people for crimes. Um Ooh. All right, I think it was I'm thinking like a Commissioner Gordon type thing, like the police commissioner or something along those lines.
Because maybe he was getting too close to
He
Mulligan's
was getting too
operation.
close. Yeah. So Mulligan's like, well, I got to do something about this guy. Um, and like, yeah, did something to like frame him to like make him look like he's like a dirty cop or something along those lines. And Lux being Lux is like this is our one of our best bets to like catching this guy. Like he needs to be free. And tries to break him out of prison, and that does not work. So then people say that uh, people, or probably Mulligan like pushes for like her to be sent to jail. Like even if it's just like be like it'll be like just a night, but like just like send a message type deal. Um, And I think why did they visit you is like, well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Like I feel like it's definitely a well moment. Like, you proud of yourself?
What
Type
if
of
I had a thought? What if Noah Gray's civilian job that is influential is he's a lawyer?
thanks, I love it.
And so he
Oh my
visits you, but
god.
also he's gonna represent you.
which is like the worst. It's like, did you come to gloat? No, worse, I'm your lawyer.
But also, I'm gonna gloat.
But also, yes, I will gloat. A little gloating is a treat. Now I'm your lawyer. All right.
So you have a test, or
I,
you have the option of a pact too.
ooh, let me pull out. Let me look at the packs. Pact. Nope. Other page. Pact 5. They helped you escape. They
And that means
test.
I have to make a test.
You now owe them a favor. They take a favor and take mercy, or we both end up back in prison.
That's pretty hilarious.
What do you think? What do you think? Like, what would Echo do?
I mean, I would help you escape.
All right.
I mean, you get to like pitch that pact, and then I get to agree or disagree
Yeah.
to go along with it.
Yeah. So I think like while you're there, like gloating, I think it's just as simple as be like, "Are you gonna help me get out of here or not?"
I already have a plan.
No, like a right now plan or like a I'll see you in court plan.
A 10 minutes ago plan. And I think there are definitely some time shenanigans that happen as part of this breakout. But now I have to make a test to see if this actually works.
Steel or wits?
Well, I have 4 steel.
Yeah, I get it.
Wow, is that thunder?
That's a lot of thunder. Yes, there is a lot of thunder currently happening.
Very dramatic sound effects you have going on.
Yeah, that would have been better if it had happened right as you like rolled the die.
Yes.
But you know.
All right, I'm gonna roll my 4 steel, and I'm also going to use a bonus.
All right.
So that's 5 dice. I just need 2 4s.
2 4s.
If I don't get this, it's gonna be really silly.
And you got it.
I got it. Just barely though. Well, okay,
so
not just
you now owe them a favor. So you take let me see.
I take mercy.
Take this. So you take a favor and take mercy.
Can the stream see that, or should I put it up?
Let me look.
I'll
Probably
put it up there.
Not. Yeah.
So it says the currency of those who keep their word. You may lose this card to have your rival roll a test for you. If they succeed, you gain the benefit, but if they fail, they suffer the consequence. Oh, I love it. If they refuse to do the favor, they instead lose 2 of an attribute of your choice, and you must test as normal. Oh, that's really fun.
All right, yeah, hold on to that one. Yeah. And then we get, and then we get a mercy. I'm just gonna put the mercies down here so we know that they're there. Okay.
So I broke you out of prison with some time nonsense.
Some time nonsense. Okay. Now it's your turn.
I cheated.
What do you mean by it?
I don't know yet. Why did you have no other option? Why couldn't they take the risk? Well, I doubt you would ever cheat at anything, but I'm surprised you even tried to break someone out of prison, but that's your strange super morality. If I succeed and none were the wiser, if I fail, they know.
I mean, it's not surprising that you'd cheat.
Yeah, and I feel like I definitely cheated against you in some way, like because you're my rival. And I think that's also sort of why I had no other option. I think I looked into your future.
You jerk.
To try to find out what you were going to do in acting against Mulligan. I didn't think I had any other option because you're getting clearly pretty desperate nowadays. I mean, you just were in prison and I had to break you out.
It's almost like I'm quickly running out of attributes.
Yeah, I'm afraid of what you might do. things could get out of hand. So I looked into your future to try to keep things on the proper path.
Well,
But now we have to make a test. I
okay.
can roll wits or fire, and you can roll steel or heart. I need to look at the little
Chart to the chart.
yes.
Hmm.
Indeed.
This is hard.
All right, I've made my choice. Actually, wait, have I? Maybe not.
Nope, you said it. Nope, you said it. You're locked in.
Uh,
I have made my choice.
okay, yeah, I made mine too.
All right, so what are you rolling?
Wits.
And I am rolling heart. So I
Okay,
get a
so I don't.
+2 against you.
Nice.
So, and I'm going to use this bonus because even if I lose, I'll get it back. So that's 5 for me.
I'm gonna use a bonus too then, so I can get 4 at least. You got it because you got a 6.
Okay.
So they know they
And
take
I
fire.
take fire.
So I'm curious how you knew that I looked into your
Yeah.
future.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Okay.
I think that this is not the first time you've done it. And I think in the past it has been like a big point of contention. Like I think that it's like something that like when we were like together caused like a big fight.
Absolutely.
Like even I think like it was even like you were looking for something, it was something like it wasn't anything bad, but I think it's just like no, like do not like don't take my
Don't
agency
look into
away.
my
Like,
future.
don't look into my future. Like what are you doing? And even you're like it was for your own good, like I did this for you, and it's like I don't stop, no.
It's
So
really
I think
rude.
yeah, so I think that it was just like I think it was something as simple as like a look on your face or something, and I just knew that you had done it. Like I think it was something like that simple, and it was just like and just like instantly knew.
Yeah, you
Like
could just read me
it's
that
like
well.
it's like you looked into my future again, you prick. Like you promised me you would never do that again. It's for the greater good.
Yeah, and that was when we were together.
And
I
now we
promise
broke up, so I
doesn't
could look
count
into your.
anymore.
Yeah, I made that promise to my girlfriend, and now you're just some person that I
That
know.
just makes it worse.
It's so good though. You're like, oh well, I thought that was just while we were dating.
All right, that's great. I like it.
What the fuck? All right. I just
So
want
now
to
you.
say, all right, I just want to make sure to know when we're getting close to the end here. Interesting. Okay. Nope, wrong card. This card. Make this card bigger. In Biggin. You received a letter for someone else. How did you get it? What secret does it hold?
And I guess in our setting, it doesn't necessarily have to be a letter,
Yeah,
just
it
some
could be
sort of
it could be in
message.
a piece of electronic mail.
Yes, an electronic letter.
An electronic mail. Let's see.
And you have to decide whether it was my letter.
I know. Like I definitely want it to be your letter. I just don't
I think that
know.
works so well with what we just established that
Yeah.
I'm a jerk for looking into your future a bunch of
Yeah.
times. So now you have my, something that was meant for me, and do you look at it or not?
I don't think I do. To because I'm the bigger person. You spied on my future, but here's this thing that I received that is for you, but I didn't look at it because that's what people do when they're decent.
We're just gonna gloss right over that you broke into my sanctum.
One time.
Yes, because you got caught.
It's
But
just yeah, it's just your it's your always fresh. It's just your meal prep kit. Be like, pine nuts make you break out in a rash. Why are you getting a pesto?
uh,
No.
but regardless, because you return it to me and you didn't read it, you take mercy and I take bonus. Did we just lose Megan to the thunderstorm?
All right. I have made peace with the god of thunder, who apparently I made very angry, and they knocked out my power for about 3 seconds. But now we're back for some more super heroics, and hopefully the storm that is passing over me has passed over me. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for bearing with us, with taking our break at a rather random, unexpected time. But, this is unprepared. So, just another thing we were unprepared for. But we're back. And I have returned, and Lux has returned Echo's mysterious letter to him. And yeah, we have completed this card because I am the better person, so I'm not going to read your mail. That is a crime, sir.
Technically, that's true.
So I will move that up, and you can flip the next card.
Ooh,
Oh damn!
this looks fun. See, why would I want to reset these? These are good. You met atop the roofs of a city. Why did they run? Why were you willing to chase?
Ooh, interesting.
So if I win the test, they narrowly escape but left something behind, take 3 bonus. If I lose, I tumble and fall and lose steel and heart.
Or you can take Pact 4.
Well, it says if defeated, may Pact 4.
Yeah.
So
Pact
only
4,
if I tumble and fall. Yep.
Yeah. So Pact 4 is when you fell, they turn to help you. They take grace, take mercy, do not lose heart.
Ooh, that's interesting. But first, we have to figure out why were you running?
Why was I running? That seems unlike me.
It does. So what would cause Lux to run?
I know. Does running from your feelings count?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna run across roofs to escape your feelings, yeah, sure.
Yeah. If only that were possible. I don't know. Like, did I do something?
It has to be
Think,
something that I was chasing you for.
Or is this like another, like, I did something to save people and which let Mulligan get away, and I tried to just be like, and we're out, and you're like, no, get back here. We have to talk about this. Like, that could be something. It doesn't necessarily have to be some, like, I took something and you're chasing me. It just could be like, I've done something and you're like, no, like, explain to me why you have done this thing.
Okay, I can work with that. So why was I willing to chase you?
Oh, no.
Is that I needed to know why you had done this.
Yeah.
I need the truth.
You can't handle the truth. All right.
So I get to pick heart, grace, or wits.
Yeah, we both have that.
Those choices. Need to look at that little
the chart.
The chart, yep.
Consult the chart. God, for me, I really only have one option. I have a feeling that this is not going to go well for me. You have just so many more little doodads than I do.
Okay, I know what I'm using.
I do too.
I'm using wits.
I'm going to use heart. Oh, so I get a bonus against you. Yay. Maybe I have a chance. So I'm rolling 4.
I'm rolling 3.
Yeah. Ha ha!
Wait,
Got you. Didn't
did
I
you
get
or
you?
did we tie?
Oh, we tied. Oh,
Because you got a 5 and I
wait.
also got 1 5.
Yes, in the case of a tie, the rivals may accept each other as equals and take mercy instead of success or failure. Otherwise, we test again.
I like the idea of taking mercy. Like maybe
Yeah.
I almost catch you and like you look back and I can see that
I just
you
look
know
so.
why whatever the reason was that you did this, it's not really important
Mm-hmm.
and I just let you go.
Oh, that's good.
And I think for definite extraness, it's probably like raining and maybe thunderstorming in the city as you're running across the rooftops and I'm
Well,
chasing after you.
of course. Like, what's the? If it's not raining, why even chase
Exactly.
somebody across rooftops?
Yeah, so we take another mercy.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
That's neat how that worked out.
Yeah. Very, very cinematic.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So you
yeah.
flip the rivalry card.
Yeah. Okay. You stand before your rival. You return to the present. Why have you met here? Why must you finish this now?
Okay, so this is like the battle or
Yeah, like
the
this is
standoff between
yeah,
us.
because that has all been origin
Past.
story. This is now like
So is it someplace where Mulligan is and
I
we're
think
now
so.
facing off to be the one to take him down?
Yeah. Like I think this is like a I'm thinking dramatically because it's me and it's also a comic book. Like this is I for whatever reason my mind went back to roofs and I'm like, are we both like on this skylight or something like that? Like are we both trying to like break in
Like his
through the
penthouse
roof?
apartment
Or
or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah, something like that. Like
And we didn't come here together, but we both went for the roof to infiltrate.
right.
And
Yeah.
so now we're standing
Well,
on the
I
roof
have
together.
wings, so of course I went for the roof.
And I just went for the roof because it made sense. It was
Yeah.
clearly the best plan.
Yeah. Um yeah, so I think that we are both like at the root like I think maybe you're there first because time travel shenanigans. You're like, yes, I'm gonna get there. Like, I'm gonna get there first, but you didn't get there first enough.
Yes, I didn't count on. I didn't really count on you necessarily being there, like
Right.
specifically on the roof.
You just knew that I was going to be
I just knew it
there.
was likely you'd be here tonight or
Right.
something.
Yeah, but
Uh,
you weren't. You
is
weren't
it
first
raining
enough.
again? Like, is this like a little callback to the fleeing across the rooftops thing?
You know, I don't think it's raining, but I think it's a full moon.
Oh, okay. I can
Like
go
I
with that.
think it's like it's one of those nights where like it is night, but it's bright as hell because the moon is very bright.
Okay. So under the full moon on the roof,
Yep.
just
That's it.
above Mulligan's penthouse apartment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Why?
think we know why we've met here. I mean,
Right.
it wasn't planned, but we need to finish this now because
One of
one
us
of
has to
us,
go in there.
yeah, has to take down Mulligan.
Right.
And
And if
I
we
mean, it's
go
got to be
in,
me because I need to do it right.
well, and it's got to be me because I have to do it right. But I
Yeah,
think, yeah, I
exactly.
think we both realize that whoever, like, if we enter together, we're going to have the same argument in a more inopportune time
He's
and
just gonna
place. Like, we need
defeat
to
us
finish
both.
this exactly. Like, we need to do this now so that we're not bickering the entire way through, like, the dangerous part of it. Like, right now, we're just on a roof. So, like, in this here and now, and then one of us, me, will go about our go on our way and
Sure, sure.
defeat this villain.
So you need to roll a die.
All right. Okay. Ha ha!
So you pull the next card.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Uh-oh.
This is hilarious. It's the first thing on the roof.
Why do I keep doing this? I have wings.
That's a really good question.
Oh God. You fall. What hurts the most?
Your pride.
Oh my God, right? Oh my Lord. Okay. What hurts the most? How do they safely meet you? God. Now immediately like, did you push me? Did you push me off the roof?
Maybe I didn't mean to push you off the roof. Maybe I
But
just
you
meant to
also,
like hold you back.
but you also know that I have wings, so it could be like, yeah, I'll push her off the roof and she'll just fly and
That's
land and it'll
true.
be fine.
And maybe you were just
Like,
taken very off guard.
yeah. I kind of like that. Where it's just like, be like, Sophie, just go.
Let's get out of here. Shoot.
Yeah, yeah. This has been fun and cute, and now it's serious. I have to go do serious hero things. What hurts the most? Yeah, it's like my heart, my pride, something
Yeah,
emotional.
because I definitely also sort of pushed you off a building, which is not
Yeah,
not cool.
yeah, not okay, not okay. How do they safely meet you? Do you like do time travel?
I
Do you
think.
do like
Well,
time travel shenanigans
I mean,
when you're like, oh shit, she's
one of my
falling?
powers is I can sort of blink through time.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll like blink down to some place where I could catch you.
Mm.
Um,
When you're like, oh, she's like falling,
yeah, I was
falling.
like, why aren't you flying?
I have to manifest the wings, you jackass. That takes time and concentration.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's like you push and you expect me to like fly back up right away and be like, what the fuck?
So I blink down
Uh-huh.
to the ground and catch you. Well, you have to make a test first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also want to see what Pact 9 is. Pact 9, after the test, they test. That's if I fail. If I fail, you can test, and I could recover one of my lost attributes.
Oh.
And if you test and you fail, you only make it worse.
Great.
Great. This is awesome. Love it. Okie dokie. All right, so I'm gonna roll steel. I don't have any bonus still. So I'm gonna roll 3d6 and hope I get 2 4s. And I don't. Great.
Oh no.
Awesome. I do get a bonus. So there's that.
Yeah.
You might have broken something. Lose steel and heart. Or
you want me to test what?
I mean,
I have to look at this pact again.
That is up to you. So yeah, Pact 9
because I have to
is,
agree to it.
yes. So you would test heart or fire. And if you pass, I recover 1 lost attribute and we get mercy. And if you fail, I lose heart and we lose mercy. So that's up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and lose heart and steel because fuck me.
Yeah. I agree to that pact.
Oh, okay. Well,
so I
if
need
you
to
mess
do a
up,
test and get
I
2
lose all of my
4s.
heart.
I'm going to use heart, which I think is very fitting because I feel super bad about pushing you off the building.
You pushed me off a roof.
Do I want to use bonus here? Yeah, I'm going to use a bonus. So I better make this roll. I did, just
By the
barely.
Skin in your teeth, Jesus.
So,
all right. So I recover 1 lost attribute and we get a mercy.
so which lost attribute are you taking back?
A heart.
So I think I think I did catch you. It was a rough catch though. I think we both sort of went tumbling a bit. So you lost a little bit of steel in the process.
Yeah.
But you didn't lose heart because I did still sort of
Yeah.
rescue you.
Oh, and I think that there's like this moment where it's like you catch me and we just like catch each other's eyes, and there's like a brief moment where it's like, oh, remember when we used to be in love? And then it's like, you asshole, you pushed me off a roof.
Yes.
There's like a brief moment where it's like, oh, isn't this cute and romantic? And it's like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, you remember how we got here.
Yep.
Perfect. I like it. Now we're on the ground.
And now we're on the ground, which is where neither of us wanted to be.
Correct.
All right.
You clash. What is your weapon of choice? What weapon do you have that perfectly counters it? Now I could use my storyteller counter and draw a different duel card.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do that? Let me bring the dual cards out.
But also, this isn't any test.
It is. What does tested mean?
Tested means what you just rolled with. So if you decide to roll with fire, you lose fire.
Then I lose fire. Right. Okay.
No, I think I'm going to keep this one. I think we're on the ground, and there was that brief moment of like we looked in each other's eyes, and then you remembered that I pushed you off the roof.
Yeah.
And I think you just like came after me, and I had to like fight back.
Yeah, that tracks.
And now we're like on the street in front of the building, like fighting it out. What is my weapon of choice, though? That's something I actually hadn't thought too much about.
Yeah, because your powers aren't fight powers. They're very tactical powers.
But I must have a weapon.
Is it words? Nerd.
No, it's not words. But I'm wondering how much I want to fall back on my like standard, which is probably also your standard.
Oh, polearm?
Yes. Or my weapon could just be like time manipulation.
Because it could be like I can't like land a blow on you because you're just blinking in and out. Although Ethan says polearm that looks like a clock hand, and that's just fucking great.
That is really good.
So good.
I'm gonna go with both of those answers. So I think I do have a polearm that looks like a clock hand, but also my fighting style is by using the time manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
So I can sort of like skip behind you, and
so you cheat.
It's just strategic.
You're a cheater.
And yes, like it's an incredibly ornate like clock hand polearm.
I took this from Big Ben.
And what weapon do you have that perfectly counters it? And that can be like an answer both to the polearm and the like time stuff that I do.
So my initial thought was, so I am also always polearms. Polearms are the best weapons. I will die on this hill, and it is fine. Polearms are the best. You can't beat a polearm, period. However, I have grown an affinity lately for whips. I think that whips are an underutilized weapon, and they're very cool. And as a superhero that manifests and manipulates light, I feel like a whip made out of moonlight, because it's nighttime, is pretty freaking dope.
That is extremely cool.
And if you're bouncing around, blinking in and out of time, I can try to snag you with it. Because how do you counter a reach weapon? With a reachier weapon.
I like it. And yeah, maybe if you like snare me in the whip, maybe I can't like jump through time.
Yeah.
Because what would that do to the whip or something? It's just, we're not going to try to explain how moonlight whips work.
Yeah, don't worry about how moonlight whips work. It's a comic book. It just works.
Yep.
I,
So yeah, we have a test to do, and it's any ability against any ability, which means I definitely have to bring the little
you gotta
card
think.
up.
You have to have a think. We need the chart, and we need to have a little think about it. All right. God, you have so many of everything.
All right, I know what I picked mine.
I have also picked mine.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna use steel.
And I'm going to use fire.
All right, I didn't check. What is that?
No, you get +2. Fuck me. Okay. Gonna use
Ouch.
my bonus. Yeah, ouch. I thought you were gonna use heart.
That was I thought about it.
So I was like, oh, maybe I'll get something, but
I get +2. You said?
yeah, you get +2. Enjoy rolling your 66s, you jerk. I'm gonna roll my full.
I got 2 6s. Good luck.
Well, my 3 5s are no match for your 2 6s.
So I proved better. You lose tested. So you
Bye
lose
bye
some
fire.
fire.
I do get a bonus back because I lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad I took underdog now. Like, I wasn't expecting to lose this much, but it's helpful, I guess, that at least I get something.
It is.
Consolation prize.
Yeah, I definitely think that, like, because I used steel and used fire and you lost fire, I think it's like mostly a frustrating fight for you. Like, I am really hard to pin down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just
I'm
like
just getting
shrug off
and I'm just
the
like
whip.
getting sloppy as I get more and more frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first couple hits were like good, and then you became harder and harder to hit, and I'm just like,
You know, we're having this whole like fight right out in the street in front of the
the whip
apartment
is
or
a
whatever, the
precision
tower.
instrument.
All right. This is you.
Yep. Ha! You harm them. Suck it. What gave you an opportunity to lash out? How does their wound appear?
Hmm.
These conditions are also interesting. If I win, you lose tested. But if you win, you get bonus and we both lose tested.
Yeah.
Oh, oh boy.
I'm gonna use my storyteller counter to reset
Okay.
this one.
All right, so let me
I'm gonna
put
erase
this
one
away.
counter.
Okay. And I'm gonna draw a new one from the deck. Well then.
I'll do like this one better.
You pin them down. What holds them still? What holds you back? Okay.
Especially the fight with the clash we just had, where you couldn't like hold me down
Couldn't
with the
do
whip.
it. Hmm.
So how do you get me to momentarily hold still?
I'm trying. My mind is spinning on romance things. As it almost
Yes.
always
Lean,
is,
lean into
but
it.
yeah, like that's definitely what holds me back. I'm trying to figure out what happens that like
Could also answer the what holds them still question though.
yeah, no, yeah. It could. I just need to figure out how. Like oh, all right. So I think that it's like so I think after like this scuffle, this like clash that we have, and you like clearly best me, and like we're just like standing like in the street at night in front of Mulligan's building. And you're just like getting ready to like go back up to the roof to go about your plan now that you're like, all right, I'm done here. Now I'm gonna go do what I came to do. And I say something, and the thing that I say I am thinking of right now. I'm not vamping for time. I'm just doing a dramatic lead up. Like, I'm not good at improv. Like I think it's gotta be something. It's hmm. Hmm. um yeah, I think it's like something along the lines of like, this is why I left type of deal, like a like uh like your single-mindedness like gets the better of you again, like type of thing. It's like
Yeah,
you
even if you just said something like "This is why I left" or "This is why we
yeah,
didn't
like
work," that would
yeah, like so
probably.
yeah, like something in that vein, something along the lines of like, this is why you're so hard to love.
I think that would definitely like make me
um
pause at least and give
and
you an opening.
yeah, and I think yeah, I think like as you like pause, I um like whip around your feet and like pull you down to try to like hold you there, but then there's like another brief moment where like our eyes lock, and I just am like, I'm like gonna not do anything else type of deal, because maybe there are still feelings. Who knows? I know, but who knows? um so now we test and we figure out
Mm,
what happens.
I have to pick between wits or fire, which are the same for me, but my
Are
noble
they the
thing
same for
complicates
you?
that.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah, that
Okay.
noble thing really doesn't want me to use fire because I'm supposed to keep it together.
Yeah, right. I like don't really have a good option. All right, I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing too.
I'm gonna roll steel.
I'm gonna roll fire.
Ha! I do get a bonus.
So, um, I don't have to worry about the fire versus grace part of mobile, but if I ever test fire, I lose grace and take 2 bonus.
That ain't bad. That's
So
not
I
a
lose my
bad
only
deal.
grace, but I do get 2
Well,
bonus.
yeah. So there's that. I'm going to use a bonus, and I get to roll 4. All right, I've got a 6.
Okay.
So
So I have 3 fire, and I'm gonna use 1 bonus 2. Ooh, you won.
yeah.
So I need to
So I get
struggle for position. You take 2
yeah.
bonus.
So I get 2 bonus. Yeah. How do you struggle for position?
Well, I mean, I think you just pulled
Well,
me off my
I just
feet
pulled
with
you.
the
Yeah, I just pulled you
the moon
down.
whip.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
and I think that as we established, this moon whip somehow prevents me from using my normal
Hmm.
um, time
Time
jumping.
fuckery.
So I think like you've got the whip like around my ankles or something, and you pulled
Hmm.
me, swept me down to the ground, and I think that we see like some kind of it's like flickering or skipping, like I'm trying to jump through time, but I can't.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm just getting increasingly frustrated and saying, "Let me out of this. We need. To, I need to take down Mulligan. I don't have time for this."
Funny, that seems to be something you always have plenty of. And I'm just gonna like manifest my wings, which at night are made of moonlight instead of sunlight. And I'm just gonna fly up to the roof.
What happens when you fly up to the roof? Do I go? Am I still in a whip?
No, no, I think I let it go. Like I just
Okay.
like boleroed you.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
so
So you got
yeah.
2 bonus, and
Yep.
then I draw the next card. You reveal a secret.
Oh,
Ooh. Why must you tell them now? How does this change their views? Catches if I win, it catches them off guard, take 2 bonus. Or if they've known this secret all along, lose tested. Else enter pack 10. I just want to check what pack 10 is.
Jason, please consult the brain cell. please, please consult the brain cell.
um so you took off flying on your wings.
Mm-hmm. Looking
Um
very cool.
I think I skip back in time. I sort of reverse time so that I'm back on the roof. Um but I don't do it. You're already up there when I
Mm-hmm.
do it. I just sort of appear back on the roof.
Gotta love a
Um
localized time skip.
yep. It's like a little loop.
Yep.
Um
Is this a looper situation?
and I think you probably already marching towards the skylight where you were gonna enter before.
Right.
And I just
Yeah.
say, stop. If you do this, if you go up against Mulligan, you don't survive.
Ooh. That's good.
Note that I didn't mention, whether you won or not, just that you don't survive. So how
I
would that change your views?
I think I would ask, like, be like, but does he?
I think so. I think we have to make our test before we can
Yeah.
really answer that. Um,
Yep. Good
so
boy.
heart, wits, or fire.
Fire. Oh God. Hmm. Okay. I know what I'm doing. It's easier
Okay.
for me because I have so few. I have so fewer attributes than you. Really narrows it down.
I know what I'm
Um,
using too.
and also just by nature of who Lux is. I will be using heart.
I'm using heart as well.
Heart battle.
So I imagine that doesn't get any affinity because we're using the same thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a bone. I'm gonna spend both my bonus.
Interesting.
I just want to win.
And I'm just gonna do it straight. I'm not gonna spend my bonus yet.
Well, not then we're tied.
We tied.
We tied.
Oh wow, that's deep.
Fuck. Yep.
So read
Cool.
what the tie thing is again. It's
In the case of a tie, the rivals may accept each other as equals and take mercy instead of success or failure. Otherwise, you test again. Bonus spent is not returned.
um. What if we keep the tie
Mm-hmm.
and what if that doesn't really change your actions at all, except for the momentary pause
Mm-hmm.
where you want to know if you win?
Yeah.
And I sort of knew it wouldn't, just by the nature of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that to try to slow you down, to throw you off, and I can't really take advantage of that.
Mm. I like that. Trauma.
So I think you do ask me, like, do I win?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right then. I'm just gonna make my way to the door or to the skylight.
All right. So we got a mercy.
We did get a mercy. We have
We're
so
like
much mercy.
we are
We have
wrecking those up.
so much mercy.
We're really bad at like hating each other.
It's great though. Rivals don't have to hate each other.
I agree.
You take a break.
I'm gonna use my storyteller counter because
Okay.
I don't think it makes sense that we take a break here.
No. All right, so let's draw new. Ooh.
I like that one. See, I'm getting really much better ones when I use that storyteller counter.
You lock eyes. What do you wish you could say? Why could they never say the same?
Oof. Oof.
Oh. Oh, God. If they look confident, take steel. If they look exhausted, take heart. If they look attractive, take fire.
And I think I just gave you good ammunition for that.
Yeah. If you can muster to say anything, take mercy. Else, they take bonus. Yeah. I
So
think
it's
like
what
it's
do you
right up.
wish you could say?
Yeah.
Why could they
think,
never say the same?
I mean, like it just has to be that I'm still in love with you. Like it has to be that. There is no other answer. As to why they could never say the same, I do not know.
I think the reason why I couldn't say the same is because I've seen your future. I've seen where you go and you fight Mulligan and you die.
You've seen me die.
Right. I can't say that now.
Because you know I'm about to go die.
Right. Like that would be opening up a whole lot of hurt that I'm not prepared to take.
That's valid.
So
yeah, I think that it's
do
like
you
that
actually muster enough to say anything, or
no, I don't think so.
so I take bonus, but how do I look as we're locking eyes?
Yeah, like, and I think that this is like immediately after you said like, yes, I win. And I'm just like, all right, let's go. Like it's just like that moment, like as I'm like about to walk past you. Like I want to say attractive, because it's me, I'm trash, but I think it's exhausted.
That
Like
seems
I
right.
think I think and it's not even like yes, you're exhausted because you're tired, but I think it's also like an exhausted because of like what you've seen.
I'm resigned to the fact that you are intent on dying.
Yeah, like in that's rough on anyone. So yeah, I think that yeah, it's like you're like I've seen some shit.
Yes.
Um and that means I take heart, which
And I take
also
bonus.
tracks. So, okay.
But oof.
Big oof. Why have we made this so ouchy? I mean, it's us that this was inevitable.
Yep. That is very true. You must oops. I hit that. You must run. What about the landscape is changing? Where are they going that is safe? If I win, you keep pace and wear them down. Take bonus. They lose bonus.
Where are we running?
But the landscape's changing. I'm going to use my last storyteller counter and draw another dual card.
All right.
Oh, you threw it on there?
Yep, it's right here.
Okay. You unleash your ultimate power? Wow. All right. Where
Well,
did
that
you learn this
escalated
technique?
quickly.
Why are they unable? Well, I guess you seem intent on dying, so I guess now is the time to do it.
You smoke them if you got them.
Where did you learn this technique? Why are they unable to learn it? Uh, lose one of every attribute? That just happens?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
do apparently. No, it's if you win. Oh shit! Yeah, I
no,
guess.
it's just above like
Oh, you just do. Oh, well, because you're spending it to use this ultimate power.
ooh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, what did it cost you? One of every attribute. It's a Thanos joke for you. Enjoy
Yep.
that.
Ooh. And there's also a pact related to this one too,
Let's
which I
see.
really
Let's see
want to
what
look
it
at.
is. All right, Pact 11. You try and redirect the power at the last moment. You test. Ooh.
Interesting.
You,
Okay. Um ooh. Okay, I have an idea. Um this ultimate power is I'm going to show you the future after you have died. So
ooh.
basically I'm trying to pull out all the stops to get you to not do this.
Oh, well.
So I'm just like flooding you with like, here's how the world looks after you perish. Um, I mean, where did I learn this technique? I think it's something that I unlock through study of my time powers, but it's dangerous to use. Um, no
You
one
learned it
should
in law
really,
school.
yeah, no one should, yeah, no one should really see like the future to that extent. Um,
And also
and
projecting it to somebody else probably takes a whole lot of something too.
yeah, and why are they unable to learn it? I mean, you don't know time stuff.
I don't know time stuff.
Plus, I'm not sure you would do this to anyone, even if you could.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So I lose one of every attribute right away. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That hurts. And then we have to make a test, an any versus any test. Where's my little cheat sheet thing?
Awesome. Consult the chart. Now I'm stress eating. Thanks.
I don't have. The only thing I have within reach are cat treats, and I don't want to eat those.
You're not that stressed.
I'm not that stressed out.
My desk is always
boy.
full of candy for this reason. I know what I'm testing.
Okay, I know what I'm testing too.
Okay.
I'm doing steel.
And I am doing heart.
Okay, so I have no. You get +1.
I get +1.
I'm gonna use 1 bonus.
God, that was garbage. Oh my god.
I won. So you lose all of an attribute of your
Of your choice.
Yeah, so I get the pick. I think you lose all your heart.
Oh god. I mean, narratively, yes, but
Yeah, I know. Narratively, it really makes sense. I've shown you like how terrible the world ends up looking after you're gone. All the people you're unable to save when you're not there.
Wow. Thanks. Whew.
Yeah, ouch. That's
Roof stoof. Cool. Cool.
Oh.
But it's okay. Apparently I have a secret weapon.
Apparently you do.
Where did you hide it? Why is it effective against them?
This is a good time for you to pull out the secret weapon.
I don't know what it is. Hmm. God. I don't know what it is.
I mean, you have all sorts of light powers.
Yeah.
Is it something that like makes it impossible for me to stop you or follow you even though I've shown you the future?
It's just the Care Bear stare.
Maybe you like go supernova.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think that you like you show me this. Drop the moon on him.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Do you want the moon? I'll get you the moon.
Not what I meant.
No, all right. So you show me this and you're just like trying to like, oh, okay, this is what it is. So I think in order to like use that power, I imagine like we're like standing on the roof and you've got me like around the shoulders, like holding on to me to like project the future into my brain. And you're like holding me in place and being like, do you see like you can't do this, like look at what happens like when you're gone type of thing. And there's just this like moment in like my eyes like just glint, like they just go like they just like start glowing, and I'm just like, only I can make my own future, and I just turn into light, just like poof, just turn into light and just go. I think just like through you,
You
like
can
as
also
you're
just
holding
go
on
right
to
through the
me.
skylight too,
Yeah, and I
because
think
it's
that's what
a
happens, like
window.
because you're like holding on to me, and I just like turn into light, go through you, and then down into the roof.
Okay. Well, we have to make a test.
Of course, I have friggin' wits, so I'm boned. It sounded cool. I'm about to lose, but it sounded cool.
And I'm going to use fire, which if I ever test fire, I lose grace. I don't have any to lose. And I take 2
I
bonus
You get 2 bonus? How do you get 2 bonus?
from my noble. If I
Oh,
ever
from your
test fire,
noble.
lose grace
Oh,
and
you
take
get,
2 bonus.
oh, okay. I'm like, I get a +1 against you, so it's, well, you've got a lot of bonuses, so you can add bonuses, but 2v2 at the moment, unless you use bonus.
I will use 1 bonus. So I'm gonna roll 3d6.
Yeah, you roll first because I'm scared out.
So I have planned for this day.
How? Oh, you can fucking see the future.
Exactly.
Damn it.
Trying to pull a secret weapon on someone who can see the future.
You said you would stop looking at my future.
I mean, yeah, I said that. Um, so you lose an attribute of my choice and all bonus. You don't have any bonus. Um,
No, I would have gotten 1 because I lost.
no, you lose that. Um, and I'm gonna take a fire away from you.
I don't think we can be friends anymore. Why are you playing this game about rivals as if we're rivals, Jason?
I need to stop you.
How dare you tactically play this game?
I need to stop you from going and getting yourself killed. So question is how did I stop you from doing that?
How did you stop me?
Trying to think, like, is there some way I can, like, is there some method by which I can stop you when you're in your light form?
Is there?
I mean, even if you go down there in your light form, I can reverse time and pull you back up.
Oh god, do you like reverse time and like stop me before I even turn into light?
Yeah, I think we see you turn into light and like just flash away through the skylight, and then I just like reverse time and rewind you, and the light comes back up through the skylight and is then back on the roof in your non-light form. I thought you might do that.
I just don't say anything. Just like very angry looking.
Yes,
Very.
I'm sure you are.
No talk me angry. Well,
Yep.
Go ahead.
You witnessed death? What? How does death appear to you?
I mean,
what does
you've
death?
literally seen me. You literally have seen me die.
That's true. What does death do while they wait?
Ew.
It was but an illusion. Cross out what you have for what does failure look like for both you and your rival. Replace it with death.
Oh fuck! Did we?
Oh,
We drew this one in the playtest, didn't we?
we did. I think we did.
I think we did. Don't like.
So I mean, I already know
You already
how
know that
your
you
death appeared
die.
to me.
Yeah.
But now it's possible that it could also, if I fail, that it
You
could
could also
also.
die too.
So I think I'm presented with a vision. Um, right after you're kind of staring at me, you don't say anything after I've reversed time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where I see the future again, and I have already seen a future where you went alone and you died, but you
Mm-hmm.
won. But now I see a future where we continue to fight each other, and we both died, and we lost.
Yep. I don't like
Um,
that.
yeah. So I had to make a test. Um, Steel, heart, or wits? Um, Definitely gonna be steel or heart. I'm going to go with steel, and I'm also going to use bonus.
Please do.
Definitely using one. Do I use two?
I would.
Yeah, okay. I'm using two, so that's 5d6. Ouch. But I
You
succeeded.
got it. Oh
Just
fuck.
barely. Just barely.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Um,
Oh good. Good. Oh my god.
ooh. So I think I see this vision that we continue to fight and we both die and we lose. But I start to see inconsistencies in it. And what I realize I'm really looking at is Mulligan himself has also played with time. And he's trying to create a scenario where we fight with each other and he takes advantage of that to defeat us both. So I realize I see that he's manipulating time here. So it
Oh,
is
that's good.
an illusion as long as we can prevent him from doing that.
Very good. All right.
Oh, rivalry card. This is it.
This is it. One last chance. A single move to determine your fates. When this card is first drawn, roll the die. Plus 4+, and you act first, otherwise hand it to your rival.
So you hand it to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's an any versus any test. If I
Yep.
win, I'm victorious over the rival. If I fail, lose two tested, give this card to them. Else, enter Pack 12.
Pact 12.
And
Pact 12
I
is
remember,
try to cast aside your rivalry. We test mercy.
and we have how much mercy? 5?
5?
That's pretty good.
And you have bonus. In pass, you go your separate ways or become inseparable. Fail, you cannot forgive them. Lose mercy. Must test on one last chance card. So I think we can do the pact before we test.
I think so too.
Yeah. That's what it
Basically,
like.
I propose the pact, and as long as you agree to it,
Yeah.
then we can do the pact.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that because of what we've just set up. Where
Mm-hmm.
if we don't work together, well, if I let you go do this yourself, you die.
If we
we
fight each
continue to
other,
fight, we die.
we both die.
So we need to work together.
Okay.
So
I agree. Yeah.
I am testing mercy. Is that how this goes?
Yes. We need to
Okay.
get 2
And I have
5s and a
bonus.
6.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely using that bonus.
All right, so 666.
Yes. Yay!
Yay!
So I'm gonna like read that pact again.
Yep.
So if we pass, you go your separate ways or become inseparable. Yeah. So we join forces to um to defeat Mulligan. I think I as you stop and look at me and you don't answer, um, and I have that vision, I tell you what I saw. I tell you that if I let you go and fight Mulligan, you'll win, but you'll die. If we continue to fight here, he's going to make sure that we both lose and we both die. The only way I see out of a bad situation is for us to work together. And I love you.
You stole my thunder. Because I was like, and I kiss you.
Well, you could still do that.
You could still do that.
So
yeah, I
like
think immediately like pull you in for a kiss, and then like when we back up, it's like, all right, let's go get him.
can you like so I have just a neat totally extra idea. Like while we're kissing, is it
I'm
possible like
listening.
if we're in contact, can you turn us both into light?
Well, now yes, of course. It's a comic
So
book.
so we go from
Power of
like
love, baby.
so we go from kissing to like a light that shoots through the skylight and into like facing down Mulligan.
Yeah, I think the comic panels are like kiss, and then like light just erupts from there and just goes. And then we go do a fight.
Yep. And we're working together through that
We're
whole
working
fight, which
together.
is pretty much unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Mulligan can't really pull his time stuff with me there,
Yep.
and you can kick his butt.
Oh.
That worked really well.
And we all lived happily ever after. And Mulligan goes to jail and stops doing time crimes. No
Yep.
more time crimes.
No more time crimes. And
Oh.
I once again promise to stop looking into your future.
And then some cheesy line about like, you're the only future that I need to see, something, something, something. Like,
Yes.
you know, something cheesy and romantic. We did it.
We did it.
Oh, that was fun. I lost
Yes.
a lot, but we both won in the end.
Teamwork. Who knew in a game about rivalry?
In a game. Oh, that was so much fun. This is such a fun game. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
I really like this game.
Thank you. Thank you for playing it with me again.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. So, I was supposed to get links. Stand by, friends. While I make Jason do his outro. Jason, where can people find you? Yeah.
Mostly on Twitter, at Jace Levine. That's just where you can find me most of the time.
Oh,
sometimes I'm here.
And what was your favorite part also?
Oh yeah. My favorite part? I think it was definitely like using my storyteller counters, because I kept getting like really interesting new cards. Like we got the locking eyes, which I thought was a cool moment from using a storyteller. So I'm just like picturing that I was subtly like manipulating fate to change things, so that we locked eyes, or I used my ultimate power. Like I changed fate a little bit to use the ultimate power to show you your future. And I just thought that was a really neat feature given my character's power set.
It was really good. Oh, that so cool. All right, I put a link in the chat if you wanted to um, check this game out for yourself. The Roll20 module is absolutely amazing. It is also on itch.io. So check it out and support Ethan's games because they're so much fun. I've had so much fun playing One Last Fight on Last Unprepared and playing this tonight. I'm Megan. This is my show. Hi. You can find me pretty much everywhere you can find somebody on the internet at Megan Lynn FTW, but mostly on the Cursed Bird app, where I just shitpost and talk about masks a lot, generally.
It's true.
Seems to really sum it up. You can find me here every Monday with the amazing folks over with No Initiative, where we play Quest the Soaring City at 6:30 Eastern. We are taking a brief break from Quest for the month of July. We are going to do a Blades in the Dark mini series set before the events of Quest, the Soaring City, and it should be very, very fun. And we also have a super exciting guest player joining us that we're all really excited about. So our character creation session is next Monday the 5th at 6:30 Eastern. Unprepared will be taking a break in July because I'm trying to do a little less. But we will be back in August for an. Don't laugh at me. I know it's
Sorry,
a joke at this.
I
It's
couldn't
a
help
joke
it.
at this point. You're gonna call me out on my own show. I don't need this. um, but you, but no, Unprepared will be back in August. I have roped all of the wonderful folks at No Initiative into coming on the show and playing a game that I have designed. So that should be fun, maybe in theory. You can also find me. Where else can you find me? I am also an indie game designer. You can find any of my games at meganlinftw.itch.io or on Twitter at Siren Song Games. You can find me coming soon. I'm going to be part of a web DM mini series. We're playing Fading Suns. We're doing a space opera with some I'm super excited about the cast, including one of the lovely admins here at the Chromatic Chimera Noir is also going to be in it, and I'm so excited for some space shenanigans. You can also find me on Protean City Comics in their Incidentals comics line, where I play a very shy superhero with super strength and superhero dads. She's wonderful. That should be back, I believe, next week. Should be in not so it comes out on Wednesday, so next Wednesday I think should be another Incidentals episode, so you can check that out. Protean City Comics is absolutely amazing, so you should check it out. Even if I wasn't on it, you should still check it out. And I'm gonna convince myself that that's enough. I don't need to do anything else. Also, we've been doing a fundraiser here for the month of June at the Chromatic Chimera with our friends over at Critical Misses, raising some money for the Transgender Law Center. So you can, all bits and subs from this month are going to Transgender Law Centers. And there's also a link to our Tiltify I just put over in the chat, so you can check that out. It's an absolutely amazing cause. So we've already raised $780 between us and our friends at Critical Misses, which is awesome. My favorite part of the game, now that I've been talking forever, I really liked that the locking eyes moment. Like, I thought, like, shout out to the storyteller card, because that moment was like really like codifying for who these for
Yeah, that's such a
who these
good
like whole,
rival man's card.
yeah, like that's real good. But this whole thing was so fun. Like, I am a sucker for a good rival mance, and I'm a sucker for superheroes. And I'm a sucker for playing games with Jason. So like, here we are. This was a great game. Thank you, Ethan, for designing it. This was a ton of fun.
Yes, thank you. It's really good.
And with that, I think that's it. Until next time, stay unprepared.